All right, we are now recording.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Andrina. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Mayor Manager meeting for Wednesday, November 26th. Online with me is Deputy City Clerk Andrina Prado, Mayor Pro Tem Joe Anderson, Deputy City Manager Tim Dodd, and Deputy City Attorney Victoria McDermott. Tim, do you want to kick us off? I don't think we need to go too far. I just kind of wanted to see maybe into early January.
Sure, thank you, Mayor. So our next meeting is a regular meeting this coming Monday on December 1st. As a reminder, the council reception for the incoming member and outgoing two members will be, I believe, at 6:15. Executive Assistant Krista Gravy sent an email to council members about that, but that'll be the first item. Then we'll be introducing Young Hong, the facilities manager, started a few weeks ago, student art calendar finalists, and then we get into the resolutions and motions and bills for first reading. And it looks like these are all on consent. So HB 241173 to require the city to either adopt EV charging or to opt out of it. A contract for approval with Exxon Enterprise Incorporated for the police department for body worn and car cameras with software, hardware, and accessories, also on consent. South Platte renewed 2026 farm lease agreement on consent. Police department award of a grant for victim services from the state of Colorado, also on consent, and an IGA intergovernmental agreement between the cities of Littleton and Inglewood and the Colorado Department of Public Health and the Environment for per and polyfurcal substances, PFAS, grant awards. And that was also on consent. And that's the end of December 1st.
Do we happen to know how much the dollar amount is on that, the police body cameras?
I will find that out and see if
Okay.
we can add
That
it
that
to
would be
that
the only thing that
language.
would give me pause on whether or not that should be on consent. But other than that, I think I'm good.
All right, we'll check on that.
Okay.
Is there a threshold, Mayor, that if it's over, you'd prefer it was not on consent?
Uh, yeah, if we got into several hundred thousands of dollars, like if it was over 300,000, I think it would give me pause.
Okay, I'll look into that. Thanks. All right, and then on December 8th, interviews for council vacancy. It looks like, if you don't mind, Andrina, scrolling down a bit, looks like that might be the only thing on
Should
the
be it, yeah.
8th. And then on the 15th is your holiday dinner in place of the study session. And then we have a resolution adopting hearing officers on consent. Resolution banning gray water use in systems in Inglewood. There was a question of whether that should be on consent or not.
Ooh, interesting. Uh,
I can just
No,
provide a little. I'm sorry.
I would
My bad.
say, Joe, any thoughts on that one? This is the first
I,
I've seen this, so
I haven't seen that. I would not put that on consent.
yeah, just I need to know a little bit more on that. So I would say no.
Thank you. City manager contract amendment not on consent. Resolution approving the amendment to the city attorney's contract. There's a question of whether that should be on consent.
I would say yes on that one.
Okay. Annual contract renewal with MV Transport for the BERT 2026 operations for a not to exceed amount of $990,575.
I would say no on that one, just because yeah, just no on that one.
Okay. Legal and water resource engineering professional services agreement renewal. There isn't a note about consent there.
Oh, is there for that one legal and water? This is we do this every single year, right? It's I would say yes to that one, right, Vicky?
Yes, we do this every year. It's the same group of attorneys that the
Yeah,
city's been retaining for waters.
sounds good.
Okay, and then adoption of the Arapahoe County Hazard Mitigation Plan. This is a emergency management plan that's done every 5 years. The last time it was adopted was 2021. Should that be on consent?
Oh, you think that we should probably look at that since it's been 5 years? I'm guessing we probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah, emergency management. So anything emergency management, I would want to take a look at it beforehand.
Okay. And then MOU with the Denver Police Department to share flock safety data for the purpose of conducting criminal investigations and investigating community safety, not on consent. Code Enforcement Advisory Committee recommended that a chronic nuisance abatement ordinance be brought forward to council, not on consent. Dry Gulch IGA Third Amendment on consent, and then South Inglewood Basin IGA Fourth Amendment on consent.
Sounds good. And then there's one last item, it looks like.
Yep. And then this one, I think will just be a quick check-in during the city manager's report. Staff request council consideration of the proposed 2026 council meeting calendar, and then we'll get your feedback and then bring back a document for your approval in January about the calendar.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
And then, would you like to go to January 5th?
Yeah, let's go to the 12th, actually. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, just the 5th, and then we can stop there.
Great. So on the 5th, we have a study session about council liaison selections for board and commissions. We also have a study session where Director Kevin Ingalls will be present to review the monthly financial report, a study session on providing council with information on a conservation overlay and to receive direction on areas that might be applicable. Then we have a resolution for 2026 budget supplemental, a resolution establishing holidays to be recognized by the city council, a drain improvement project agreement as part of the golf action plan for Broken Tee Golf Course, and an intergovernmental agreement to partner with the city of Littleton to chip seal Windermere from West Layton to West Bellevue Avenue.
Right. The one thing that I see missing on this one is just the what we had on study session last Monday night. Not this past Monday, but the Monday before, were the retirement funds. That's the only thing I see missing from here.
I can reach out to Kevin on that one to confirm with him when that'll be coming
Yeah.
forward.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. All right.
Great.
Did
And then I
you
think
have something? Go ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
And then I think the 12th is a study session that'll be board and commission interviews. And then the second night, if needed, on the 13th.
Yep. Cool. I think that should be good. All right.
I have
There was
one
Yeah, go ahead,
question.
Joe.
We do the interviews for the vacancy on the 8th. When is the deadline to select, and is that gonna be on an agenda? Are we gonna have a resolution, or if we do come to a consensus on that?
I do know the idea is that for December 8th, it's interviewing the potential candidates for the District 1 seat. And then if on December 15th, council comes to an agreement on who will be appointed, then from there, that person will be sworn in on the January 5th meeting. Again,
that's
it
right.
would kind of just depend on what happens during the
So we would have to
December 15th
vote on
meeting.
that on the 15th.
Correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Trina, do we vote? And Vicky, this may be a question for you. Do we vote if we're not able to come to an agreement as well? Is there a vote regardless of whether or not we can or can't come to an agreement?
There will have to be a vote either way. If we can't vote by supermajority on appointing the candidate for District 1, then it moves into having to do a special election instead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's correct.
All right. Sounds good. And then I guess just curious, how many applicants do we have at this point?
I think at the moment we only have 4 applicants for District 1.
Okay. All right. And that it goes through. Actually, I kind of wanted to know the timing. So they have up until Friday for the District 1 appoint or vacancy, right? Through the close of business. And
Yeah,
then
the application closes at the end of day Friday.
And then what about the board and commission ones? When does that close?
The board and commission in applications, I want to say close. I believe it's December 12th is when they close, also at end of day.
Just kind of curious, just because I know there's just dates going around. So okay.
Yeah, lots of dates.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that was the question from me. The only other thing that I did have a question on, because it's just the flock camera. So we moved that to the 15th. It's no longer on the 1st. So
That's correct.
okay, cool. All right. All right, I don't think that we have any council requests, Tim, so is there anything else from staff?
I know, Mayor. Yeah, we just had a few that were entered, I think, last week. So there's a couple that we're working through at the staff level, but nothing new.
Okay, cool. Anything else from staff?
Nothing on my end.
Nothing on
Joe, anything from you?
Nope.
All right, nothing for me either, everyone. So with that concludes today's mayor manager meeting. Everyone have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. We will talk on Monday.
Have a great weekend. Happy
Have a
Take care,
good
Thanksgiving.
everyone.
one. Thank
All right.
Thank
you.
you. Happy
Bye-bye.
Thanksgiving.